Hey guys, Lucky Star Shi-Roku here, and I wasn't able to keep my promise. So, in one of my most recent videos that I'll likely probably have on screen, probably about here-ish somewhere, I think. I'll probably have the thumbnail and title on screen somewhere in that corner, I think. But in that video, I set a plan. I made a promise to you guys that I would do more daily videos, bring back the daily videos, bring back the daily let's plays. I made a promise to you guys there, but as you can see now, it's obviously it's currently Saturday, almost Sunday, and I haven't been able to keep the consistent videos up. But that's not my fault. It's not my fault that I wasn't able to keep that promise, because you know me. When I make a promise, if it's within my power, I usually do keep it. But the thing is, stuff just keeps happening. Obviously, we had the whole hard drive fiasco where my hard drive, my good hard drive where all my main assets are kept, that broke on me, and then I had to go digging through my old drive and making updates to my old assets on there just to get things working, which I was able to do. And after I did all that, after I was sure that everything fixed, then something else happened with my XSplit broadcaster. In case you guys don't know, I record my gameplay videos using XSplit broadcaster. That's what I'm using to record right now. Actually, I use that for all of my videos, a combination of XSplit. So basically, I record XSplit broadcaster for the footage, like the footage and game audio, or just footage in this case, and I use Audacity to record my commentary. So I always, in any video, I always record my commentary and footage separately, because it's easier just to resync things that way, in case I accidentally swear, it's easier to cut out or something, that's why I do it like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I do, in case you guys weren't aware of the process and stuff. And so I try to bring back the daily stuff as best I could, and I did that all right. I was all right with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and in theory Sonic Adventure. Like, my PC stuff seems to be okay, but for some reason with XSplit broadcaster, like ever since the last why I wasn't able to keep my promise, it's not my fault, or at least I don't think it's my fault. Now, firstly, that's not me trying to brush off my blame and put my blame onto someone else, because that's not who I am. That's not the person I am. I don't want to be like that. I'm always humble, modest, always wanting to give someone a fair shot if they, give people the benefit of the doubt and such. So that's not me trying to pass my blame onto someone else, because whenever something's generally my fault, I always take the blame. I always take responsibility. I always own up to it. Yeah, sure, okay, my bad. I always own up to it. So that's not what's going on. That's not me trying to pin my blame onto someone who doesn't deserve it. Neither am I trying to say that it's XSplit's fault either, because it could just be a general bug that they don't know about or something. Again, giving people the benefit of the doubt. The main reason I don't like pin the blame on someone else is because a majority of my family do that, and I refuse to sink to their level. I always try to be the better person. Taking responsibility for my actions if I'm generally in the wrong, taking the blame when it's rightfully mine. I'd never pin the blame on someone else who doesn't deserve it. Another thing I want to say quickly, in case this comes off as a little, in case anything that I say here comes off as a little harsh to XSplit on their part, I just want to quickly say that if I ever come off a little harsh when doing these rant type videos or whatever, the reason if I do come off a little harsh, it's because I'm not really good at expressing my opinions and expressing my emotions very well. You know, I've always been the quiet, introverted type. It just kind of keeps to himself, and you know, I'm not really. So when it comes to actually, when it comes to like expressing my opinions and expressing my thoughts in that kind of way, I'm just not very good in those situations. So if I ever come off as a little harsh, that's why. That's just an important thing I want to say before going any further. I thought that was important to say. But yeah, what's happening here again? I don't think it's my fault. I generally don't think it's my fault, because I've not done, as far as I'm aware, I've not done anything different to my recording setup. At least I don't think I have. I'm racking my brain. I'm thinking hard, and I generally don't think I've done anything different to my recording setup from what I would normally do. So that's why I don't think it's my fault. And again, I'm not trying to say it's XSplit's fault either, because again, it could be a bug that they don't know about, or something. You know, it could be a general mistake, a general bug that they don't know about, or something. Again, so I'm not trying to pin the blame onto them, nor am I trying to lecture them or you know, say it's their fault or anything like that, because again, it could be a general mistake. But my point is, the last couple updates of XSplit, I have noticed, because before the first update, I had a bit of an issue where my videos, where my console videos in general, or just my videos in general were being recorded out of sync with each other, and it just, you know, like the footage and the audio was out of sync, and that made my job a lot harder, because I'm alright with resyncing my voice with the game. I'm alright with that, but resyncing the game with the game audio, that's not something I'm very comfortable with. It's a little bit too out of my league, a little bit too out of my not quite in my area of expertise. So that was the first issue I had. Then we had an update which fixed that. However, it may have fixed that, but then it had another issue, which is an even bigger issue. So it fixed the resyncing issue. That's fine. But now there's an even bigger issue, that when I'm using my Elgato, when I'm using my recording anything on any consoles, for some reason it's not picking up, like, you know, the little sound thing in the bottom there. Like, obviously when you look in XSplit, you usually see like a microphone symbol which moves about, showing you it's picking up your microphone. Obviously I have mine muted because I use Audacity for that, but that moves, and then if it's picking up any audio from the game or whatever, there's another bar next to the microphone which has a speaker icon which shows you it's indicating it's picking up audio. And since two updates, that's not been picking it up. So that's the problem. It means I've been recording, or thankfully I do these little test recordings before I actually do the full thing, but the point is, I've been recording and that's not been picking up audio, and I even listened back and it was just recording the gameplay and that's it, like no audio at all. So it's just recording a completely silent video where the only audio would have been my voice, basically. So that's the issue that's been happening ever since the last two updates of XSplit. So again, the first update fixed the resyncing issue, but now we've got this other issue, and I don't know what to do. Again, I don't think it's my fault, because I've not done anything different with my recording setup or anything, so I don't think it's my fault. I have been trying to speak to XSplit, but I wasn't able to get like a response or anything. Then again, it is the weekend when I was trying to contact them, so I basically saved my entire conversation with them in a file, so I can just copy and paste it the next following week and try and see if we can get something done. But yeah, that's just what's going on. That's why I've not been able to keep my promise. It's not my fault. It's just the last couple updates of XSplit has made things difficult for me to keep my promise. As soon as that's fixed, I will start bringing back the daily stuff. It's just we need to get that fixed first. Again, I don't think it's my fault because I've done a bunch of things to try and fix it on my end. I've tried disconnecting my Elgato and reconnecting my Elgato. I've tried rebooting the software, rebooting the console. Nothing's worked from what I can tell. So that's what makes me think it's their fault. But at the same time, I don't want to say it's their fault. Like, I don't think I'm the one at fault. I think it's maybe a bug in the last couple updates of XSplit that's slipped under the developer's radar, perhaps. Again, I don't want to say it's their fault. I don't want to say, oh yeah, it's totally their fault. They suck. I'm not trying to make it out like that because it generally, I like being fair. I like being kind. I like giving people the benefit of the doubt, giving them the fair shot. So again, all I'm trying to do is just tell you what's going on and just keep you guys in the loop of why I've not been able to keep my promise because I should have had the daily videos back by now, and the fact I've not said anything in my community post as well, just because I've been because when I can't record, my morale gets low, so that's why. So I just want to make this little video just to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on and why I wasn't able to keep my promise. So basically, stuff just keeps happening. Stuff beyond my control just keeps happening. First there's the whole fiasco with my hard drive, and then there's this whole thing with XSplit, which is ongoing now as well. So hopefully this one's easy to fix once they find the bug and patch it in an update, which hopefully fixes it. Or maybe if there is something, maybe it is my fault, and maybe it's something that I've overlooked, which I don't think I have, but at the very least, if I do get back in touch with XSplit, they might be able to help at least. But yeah, that's all I really want to say for now. I just want to tell you what's going on with the update, with the videos and stuff, and just explain why I couldn't keep my promise. But that's all for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, we'll try and me and my friends and XSplit will hopefully try to we'll try to fix things. And I've even tried OBS, but OBS seems to work a bit different from what I'm used to because XSplit has multiple presentations for different Let's Plays and stuff. Like you can have your own presentation, so that you can only have one. So you can choose to have one presentation open, so it's not like so it's less intensive on your CPU or whatever. And OBS doesn't seem to do that. I tried using OBS, but it just doesn't seem to have the whole system that I'm used to, and I don't want to put too much strain on my CPU or anything like that. So again, that's gonna about do it for this video. Until then, have a good day, you guys.